Okay, so today we are going to do the chicken. We're going to do two types of chicken. We're going to do the chicken for the barbecue grill, which we're going to marinate later, and we're also going to do the chicken for the teppanyaki. The box of chicken will come in, it's Brazilian chicken, and it comes in 15 kilograms. The recipe for your barbecue chicken is 10 kilograms, but it doesn't matter if you're slightly over a little bit. Okay, so if you use the full 15 kilogram for the grill, it's the same recipe. Don't get confused. Okay. Today we're going to take out probably about 3-4 kilograms of the chicken that we're going to make into teppanyaki. So, the chicken we're going to do into teppanyaki is slightly thinner slices than it is for the grill. The reason for that is we wanted to cook very quickly on the teppanyaki, and on the grill we want it to stay, because it sits out, we want it to stay nice and dry, so it needs to be a little thicker. Also, when we marinate it, it's too thin, it will fall apart. Okay? So, we're going to take our chicken breast, and we can see that we've got a fat side, we've got a thin side, we've got like a V shape to it. We're going to slice from the fat side across. Okay, so put my chicken down, I'm on a red chopping board, I'm going to take my knife, I'm going to go from this side across, I'm going to keep it nice and thin, bring that knife across, okay, and there's our first piece. And the same thing again, we're going to slightly angle down as we go in, okay. There we go. So this is for our teppanyaki. Much better if your chicken is thoroughly defrosted, however. Okay. I'll take one more from there. And then this end bit here, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in and I'm going to butterfly. I'm going to fold it over like that, and I'm just going to hit it down slightly. So we're looking for roughly, you know, these pieces are roughly about the same size, and this is the size that we want to be cooking on the teppanyaki. So portioning, when we're on the teppanyaki, one of these pieces is counted as a portion. So for example, they could have one of them and one piece of steak. Your steak wants to be about the same size as well. Okay, so look at the size of these, look at the thickness of them, and that is the size of the chicken you should be having on the teppanyaki. Okay, so that's our teppanyaki. The grill, see if I can find okay. So we're going for the grill now. Exactly the same thing again. We've got our chicken, fat bit at the end. This time we're going to go slightly fatter, slightly bigger on the chicken. Okay, you can see that, you can see the thickness there. We're going slightly bigger on it. We're going to keep going down, same thing again, all the way through. Again, we've got to the end. I'm just going to butterfly that out a little bit. Okay. And then, so we've probably got one piece left, or two pieces less per breast. Depends on the size of the breast, of course, and we're slightly thicker. But again, you can see the size of those pieces, and they're the sizes that we should be cooking on the grill. They will shrink as well when we put them on the grill a little bit, and when we put that marinade on. So we can see they're slightly thicker. If I take a teppanyaki one, we can compare the two. So you can see the grill and the teppanyaki, same size, but the grill is slightly thicker. Okay. We're going to take our teppanyaki, we're going to go up to about there, which is roughly, you're going to have about 4 kilograms, something like that, from the teppanyaki. The remainder, we'll do it all for the grill. And we'll come back later and we'll show you how to do the marinade for the grill. Alright, now we're going to make the barbecue new Peri Peri chicken. So this is the Peri Peri chicken for the barbecue. It will use the same recipe as we used before for the barbecue chicken, only we'll use, instead of the barbecue rub, we're going to use this new Peri Peri glaze. Okay? The Peri Peri glaze, this is a sample pack, but you'll be getting it sent out to your branches. Right now, you're all using a big tub like this of the barbecue powder. Okay? The Peri Peri will come in the same box, but it will be called Peri Peri. Okay? So it's not the same recipe, but we're going to use Peri Peri chicken. Alright, so we've got in here approximately 10-12 kilograms of chicken that was left from that tasting we did earlier today. To that, we are going to add, we've got my recipe here, I'm going to add 4 tablespoons of paprika. So I've got a bucket, I've got it on the scales. I don't need the scales at the moment, but I'll leave it on there so you can see the weights as we add it up. Just tear it. Okay. So I've got 4 tablespoons of paprika. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 4. So we call it 50 gram. 50 gram. So we've got 50 grams of paprika. To that, we're going to add 4 tablespoons of tongarashi powder. So tongarashi is a Japanese chili. It's got orange peel and various other sesame seeds and different things in that. It gives it more tangy flavour than a traditional chili sauce. So again, we want 4 tablespoons of that. 1, 2, 3, 4. How are we on weight? We're at 40 now. So again, it's about 50 grams. There we go, 50 grams. Okay. To that, we want to add the salt and pepper mix. Okay, now this is the salt and pepper mix that we use for the salt and pepper chicken, the salt and pepper chips. It's from the kitchen. It's not just salt and pepper. It's got 5 spice, it's got chili, it's got various things in there. We want 5 tablespoons of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so what we've got 120 grams of that. And then to that, excuse me, we need to add our peri peri. Okay, so our peri peri. We want 200 grams of peri peri. Doesn't matter, 1 gram is not going to hurt us. Okay, so we've got our dry ingredients in here, okay? Now this is where sometimes people are going a little bit wrong because it's asking you for juice of 4 large lemons. It doesn't have to be fresh, you can use the lemon juice. Basically what we're looking to do is we're making a paste out of this. So a lot of you have been adding this directly to the chicken and then adding the lemon juice and then you're getting clumps, it's not mixing in correctly and all that. That's because we're not making this into a paste. So I'm going to put in there an average of about 4 juices of a lemon. And I'm looking for the consistency of that paste. The lemon juice is going to act, it's going to break down, not only is it going to give us that flavour, it's going to break down the fibres of that chicken and also work on the tenderness of it as well. So it will make the chicken more tender. So you can see now we've got a paste, nice paste, not too thick, all in, no dry bits. Okay, so you can see the thickness of that paste. Okay, so we're going to add that now to our chicken. So, pair of gloves on. I take some of the chicken. I'm just going to get the last bit of that marinade out of the box. You don't want to waste it. Every bit is flavour. You don't want to lose any flavour. Okay, take this out of the way. Okay. Now we're going to marinate it. So we're just going to bring it through. I'm going to keep going until we've got it thoroughly covered. This chicken that we're using here, it has just defrosted. It was a bit frozen as we've seen earlier, so we do have a bit of excess water. Don't worry, that will soak in during the marinating process. Just keep mixing it through. This is why we needed that thickness on the chicken. If that chicken was too thin, it would all be falling to pieces at this rate now. We're not too big, you know, you can see these pieces, yeah? This is the sort of size we're looking at. They're going to cook quickly, they're not too fat, but they are fat enough to hold while we marinate. Just keep pushing it through. You want to be marinating for about 5 minutes. You'll see that it starts to go a bit more shiny. As you keep marinating and pushing it in, the salt in the marinade is drawing it out. The liquid in the chicken, it's penetrating, and it will start to become more shiny and a bit more sticky. You can see it's just beginning to shine now. Keep moving. Good covering. What we're going to do, when we've finished with this stage of the marinating, we're going to cover this with cling film, and we're going to put it into the walk-in chiller, preferably overnight, but at least for a few hours. That's going to give that marinade time to soak in to that meat right to the centre and give us that lovely flavour. After a few hours, or the next day hopefully, we want to bring this chicken back out, and then we want to be putting oil over the top, probably about 1 litre of oil over the top of this, and then we're going to rub that oil through. Then we're going to put it into boxes, dated and ready for use on the barbecue, the grill. Okay, so you can see now that that water that was there before is now all gone back into the chicken, because as we keep it marinating it, it's got all forced that water back in. The lemon juice has done its job, it's tenderising away. Very similar to bicarbonate of soda, which does the same thing. Okay, and that's good to go. So we can see it's all got a good covering, it's starting to thicken up, it's got that shine on it. We're good to go. So we put cling film over the top, label it, date it, put it into the walk-in fridge, leave it for at least a couple of hours, preferably overnight. When we finish that stage, we're going to put about 1 litre of oil over the top of it, we're going to marinate it through again, split it into our smaller boxes, and then it's ready for use on the grill. Okay? Peri Peri chicken.